What's going on, horror fam? Who do we have with us tonight, baby?
Everybody, it looks like JK, Brian Perry. What's up?
Yeah, what up? What up, players? Yeah, who all do we still have? Brian
is
Perry.
Dexter
What
still
the hell
here?
are you doing?
Brian Perry's having a lot of fun with the
Right?
emojis. Oh, I dig it. I dig it.
Oh my god.
He's excited.
Right? How's everybody doing out there?
Yeah,
Huh?
what's everybody been up to? How was everyone's
Yeah.
Memorial Day?
Yeah, was it a good one?
You have a
What's
good
up, BP?
Memorial Day? Hi, Brian.
BP having the best day of all times.
Did anybody barbecue?
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
What's up, SJM?
Hi, SJM. We're asking everybody how their Memorial Day was.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Yeah, we sure are.
What'd you do? What'd you get up to?
Look at that.
What's up, George?
This is the Sarge. Look at that.
Pinhead! Oh,
DJ.
we need the pinhead sound.
I know.
I'm going to go ahead and play JK's sound.
Wa-dunk. What would Pinhead's sound even be? Just chains whipping across the room?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Right. Oh my god. Yeah, we just made it all the way through Pinhead's series.
All of them.
Yeah, we watched all of the Hellraisers.
Every single one.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, it is such a weird series, bro.
Hi,
like-
Duty.
Cause like the series, like if you told me that it worked on like there was just a hump in the middle, I would have been like, what the fuck are you know, like I would assume they'd all just go downhill, maybe spike with the remake, but no, there's like a curve.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like 4 movies right in the middle that suck.
Like, I mean, without question. Without question suck. Like, and they're essentially the same movie, just in different settings.
Yeah, there's 3 that are pretty much the same movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Ooh, George played Call of Duty to celebrate
Fun.
Memorial
Yeah.
Day.
Yes.
Stephen Perry is almost at his 2-year anniversary. Awesome.
Damn. Yeah, but it was weird. It goes like, you know, like there's Hellseeker, Inferno, Deader, Hellworld, god awful. Just all of the above, god awful. But then you get to Hellraiser Revelations, which had a budget of, you know, $25 and a pack of bubble gum. And somehow that son of a bitch is better than the 4 films preceding it.
Do you mean Judgment?
No, I'm saying Revelations, the one where they go
okay.
to Mexico.
Okay.
Like, I thought that one was better than...
Oh, yeah. Gosh, I almost forgot about that one. It totally was. And it's funny because I feel like it probably gets a lot of hate because it's so low budge. Like the lighting is terrible, so it kind of looks like a soap opera kind of thing. But
Yeah.
story-wise is way... It feels like a Hellraiser film. And like Deader and Seeker and all, none of those do.
No, as a matter of fact, those are so bad that you sit there and you're like, man, I wonder if like these are properties that were like finished films that they purchased. You'll get there, Steven. That they purchased and then just put Pinhead in it with like reshoots.
Uh-huh.
That's how bad those are. But then you get the Revelation, and damn. Yeah, there you go, SJM. That's what we thought too.
Right?
That's what we thought too, man. But then you get the Hellraiser Judgment, and that one is no question good.
Oh, that one's so good.
Judgment is really good.
Yeah, we really enjoyed that.
It's
one
like my 4th favorite of the franchise, actually.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Hi,
yeah.
Pokemon.
Really,
I'm glad you like my shirt. We had a question from someone named Nightmate. Welcome, Nightmate.
What's up, Nightmate? Welcome to the horror fam. You can never grow old. You can never die. You're now one of us. Welcome
Nightmate
home,
wants
buddy.
to know if we react to analog horror films. We don't do any film reactions.
Yeah.
But we do some film reviews.
We do. Yeah, we certainly do.
Analog horror films.
Yeah, we do everything. We do it all. We have no shame at all.
We'll do any of them.
We'll do anything. No, so yeah. So it was interesting, getting to go through the Hellraiser franchise. It had been a while since I've seen some of these, but it was surprising. I'd never seen Judgment or Revelation, and Judgment was really freaking good.
Yeah, there was definitely a group in the middle there that I had never seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But damn. Yeah, so
It was weird.
Pinhead is saying they were already finished scripts that they turned into Hellraiser films to keep the rights.
You can tell.
My God.
You
You can fucking tell.
can
Dude,
totally
like,
tell.
because it's all the same movie. It's like Inferno, Hellseeker, Deader, and Hellworld. If I remember right, all four were like, oh my God, is our main character going crazy? What's real? What isn't? And then,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it's like it's four films like that right in the middle. And what in the hell, man? I haven't seen the steelbook of Judgment, though. I really want to check that out. Oh, it's a big reason why Doug quit as Pinhead.
I bet. And it's
Right.
too bad because then they got better again. Right? Because
Imagine-
then
yeah.
Judgment is great.
Yeah, imagine sitting through all that damn makeup to be in the movie for like 30 seconds.
For stories that he knows don't make any sense for like the progression of a series. Like,
Yeah.
and it's interesting because I feel like there's so many places they could have gone with the series to make sense that they never chose to. Like, I feel like 3 tries to wedge a little bit of Pinhead backstory into it, but I think like they could have done a full Pinhead prequel of watching him like and his journey to finding the box and everything. Would have been epic. Would have been so good. But
Yeah.
what are we doing? What can you do?
Yeah.
Brian Perry, yes, we saw. We already said, yay, 2 years. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah. BP, stick it around forever, buddy.
Yeah, that's badass. Nightmate is recommending a analog horror film called, I'm probably going to screw that up, Juladaya.
That's how I thought. Gelida? Gelida?
The first Arabian analog horror. Okay, love it. All right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll check that out. We'll look into that a little bit. Gelida. Okay. Yeah.
Sweet.
So I got a little bit of fam mail in, as I like to call it. It was really sweet. It came from Necro. And and his lovely woman. They sent me a ton of snacks because they've heard of the recent health issues. So they sent me like a ton of healthy snacks to munch down on, which is just incredibly sweet. But also a couple books. And Anna, if you will show everybody, this is huge. This is a coffee table book right here. Look at that. Couldn't send me a package without including some horror materials in there.
That's
Look at that.
sweet.
Essential horror movies. This is a big boy right here.
From matinee monsters to cult classics.
Yeah. And it's just, I mean, this is right up our alley. This is going to be great. We're going to look through this, see if there's anything in there that they suggest that is an essential horror movie that I haven't seen, and then we got to watch them all.
Right? In case we've missed anything. I'm
Right.
sure we've missed a lot, but
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, man. So thank you, Necro,
use it as a guide.
and his lovely woman. His lovely woman. That was really nice of them
Yeah.
to send that one over.
Yeah, they're the best.
Yeah. Dude, DGen, Hellraiser, Hellseeker definitely ruined the Kirsty. Is it Christy or Kirsty? I can't remember.
Kirsty.
It was Kirsty. Dude. And I was stoked for that. I was like, man, she's going to be badass.
And I don't know if I'd go so far as to say that it ruined her so much as it's just, she's just kind of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of wasted.
I was
her.
excited for her to come back, and then it's like, well, hell.
Yeah.
Uh,
Man.
Yeah.
I'd have rather they got into the, I guess it's the comic books that get into her becoming a Cenobite. Pfft, that would have been cool.
So Pinhead says the director who played the Auditor in Judgment had big plans for the sequel, but he never got to do it. What was
That's too bad.
the sequel? What were the plans for that? Actually, I'm intrigued here. SJM asking, have we seen the Hulu movie that's basically an evil Mr.
No.
Rogers? No.
No, and I won't.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers is sacred.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Hannah.
No.
He's untouchable for Anna.
I love him so much.
Look at this Pokemon saying you're the sister she wishes she had, Anna. Can you believe that?
I am your sister.
Yeah, there you go. See Pokemon? Jeez. Yeah. Yeah. So tonight, I turned off the reactions. So
He
tonight,
didn't tell me he turned off the reactions. Now I look like a goober.
so tonight we're going to discuss underrated horror villains and why. But we want you to share yours, and we'll kind of dig into them a little bit. Now I know Anna definitely has one that's on her mind after watching the Hellraiser franchise.
Yeah.
So until we get some comments coming through, I will let you share your thoughts on who is an underrated horror villain and why.
Yeah. We love you too, Brian Perry. I love you too, Pokemon. Yeah, so after watching going back and rewatching the Hellraiser movies, one of the Cenobites in the first two films, in the credits, they just call her female Cenobite.
Mm-hmm.
But her original name is Deep Throat. So that's what I call her. She's Deep Throat. Whoa. Like, you get so... Doug is so good as Pinhead. And the lines they give him are so iconic, right? That you're focused, right? You almost get like hyper focused on Pinhead. But having seen it so many times, it was really interesting to go back and watch it again just this last time and get really hooked in to Deep Throat and the things she has to say, which oddly enough are a little more evil than Pinhead. Like, she is like locked on to Kirsty. Like, she wants her. And like, so the lines she delivers are all about, and she does this like really kind of quiet, whispery delivery of these horrific lines.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and they brought back Chatterer over and over. Like, really? Like, Deep Throat deserved
So like, it's kind of, it's
to be
weird.
Pinhead's
It's
buddy
like,
the rest of the
it's
I
like,
feel like
the Cenobites that we get in the original
they're so much better.
and the second, I refer to those as like the core four. So you get Pinhead, you get Chatterer, you get Butterball, and you get Deep Throat, who goes on to be known as the female Cenobite, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's like, they disappear. Butterball and Deep Throat disappear after the second one. Like, they're never to be seen again.
Yeah.
Chatterer comes back kind of throughout the franchise, like kind of in like different bastardized forms.
Yeah.
But it's like, why the hell did they get rid of Deep Throat and Butterball? Like, those were very interesting. And if you're going to do that, then the Cenobites, the subsequent Cenobites have to be bad fucking ass. You have to make it worth it.
Right.
None of them really ever were, especially once you get into those lumpy.
Yeah, they just got the faceless ones, and like, they just got lamer and lamer. And the interesting thing is they got rid of any other Cenobites who speak.
Yeah.
So Pinhead is basically talking either to himself or to, the quote unquote like human characters. But like, it was interesting watching Deep Throat and Pinhead play off each other. And it was the first time I really got like keyed into her. Yeah. And now I love her so much.
Hey, so. Necro, what's going on, baby? Necro coming in here. We just showed off your book, bro.
We did. We just showed off the book. Thank you.
And Pinhead, he says, hey, you got the camera. I did. That's one reason I love Hellraiser 3 is that you get all these Cenobites, and I know Anna's not a big fan, but I love it because you get all these Cenobites and they're just blowing shit up. They're going crazy. So I like it. I like it a lot. But it's like none of them were ever cooler than the core four.
No.
Like
that's
none
true.
of them ever were. And then don't even get me started in Inferno. That's when you start getting into territory where motherfuckers are getting their ass beat by like female cowboy.
I don't think they were female.
I don't know if they were like Cenobites or maybe they weren't female. I don't know. Ronnie Radke's.
That's what I kept calling them, was Ronnie Radke's.
Yeah. So
Ronnie Radke Cowboys. But yeah, she's awesome. I think I spent the rest of the weekend telling Steven, perhaps we prefer you.
Yeah, you did. It's never stopped. It has never stopped. What's up, Sammy Stokes? Yeah.
Hi, Sam.
But what do you got here, Anna? SJ was what did you think of the Hulu Hellraiser with a female pinhead?
I actually like the Hulu Hellraiser. It's not like I'm like enamored of it. I don't love it. It's not the original. I like that they didn't try to remake the original. I don't think they'd have done a great job. I think, especially after all the hate that subsequent pinheads got for not being Doug Bradley, I think the smartest thing they could have done was make a female pinhead, because now you're forced to just, this is a completely different take on Pinhead, right? As opposed to just comparing this man. Well, this man's not like Doug Bradley, because who is? Like, he's so, oh God, his voice is so good. So I appreciate that they said, relax and enjoy this. It's a completely different Pinhead. So I didn't mind that. And I love, Steven and I were just talking about her the other day, and there's a couple of like very nuanced things I think that are partly her performance and partly obviously like written in and directed. Like, she spends a lot of time with her hands in what are called mudras, which are like quasi-religious / spiritual like hand positions that represent different things, so that even when she's standing still, she's doing these like different types of mudras. And she has this like intense calm about her. She is deeply unruffleable, right? Like, and at no point, no matter how much control the characters think they have gathered, does she ever come across like she's lost control, because she hasn't, right? Like that at the end of the movie, you realize she at no point lost control. Like, she still has the upper hand. And I feel like that's different than the original Pinhead, which is also kind of a cool vibe. But like, I like the things that they did to try to make it different, even for the character. So yeah.
I mean, because like, it is certainly not the best entry in the Hellraiser. Nowhere close. And it is certainly not the worst. Nowhere fucking close. For me, it's in my top 5. It's at number 5. I will say that. I had some problems with it. I had some things I liked. The things I like kind of, you touched on. I love the mudras. I love some of the kills. I love how some of the characters are done, like the Cenobite specifically. Like when the Chatterer Cenobite gets stuck with the lament configuration and just backs up and accepts his death.
Oh yeah,
I thought that
gets pulled apart, and he's just like, all right, let's do it.
I love the budget, because God knows a Hellraiser film didn't get a serious budget again until this movie. But I will say, some of the things I didn't like is it has some of the most punchable faces I've ever seen in a cast.
Yeah, he doesn't like the cast.
I do not like the cast. Some of them are okay.
Except for the bad guy, who's from Practical Magic.
Yeah.
And Steven loves him.
Yeah, right. I do like him. Some of them are okay, but there was a lot of punchable faces in that fucking cast that I had to sit there and watch, man.
He didn't like any of them, yeah.
Oh my God.
I didn't mind any of them. Like, I just was,
I don't know what the hell was up with like the main character, like that main chick. Every scene she was just constantly like sweaty and wet. She looked like a fucking rotisserie chicken at Walmart, just dripping the whole movie.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that to her, and they had her hair in her face the whole time, and I was like, God, filming this had to be so uncomfortable for her.
Yeah.
Like they did things to her that I think made it difficult.
But another thing I had was like the Cenobites. It was really cool to get a redesign, and it was really cool to get some more Cenobites in there. But at the same time, none of the Cenobites stuck out.
Right.
None
like
of them stuck. They all kind of just blended in with one another. And that's kind of like a weird thing to say, but maybe some of y'all will get it. Like, in the original, they're all in like BDSM hardcore, Bob Shea gear.
Yeah.
And somehow still managed to stick out amongst each other.
Right.
But the Cenobites in the new one, they all just kind of look like, some naked chickens walking around.
Yeah, it's interesting because I liked the concept. Like I liked what they thought they were doing with the Cenobite redesign by using their flesh to create the costume. I feel like it didn't work as well as they thought it would because they didn't go hard enough. Like I feel like that needed to be grosser, right? Like so like in the original films, every time anybody's skin gets peeled away, it's very wet.
Yeah.
Underneath the skin. And I feel like it needed that look to it, right? So that all of the parts that weren't skin, everything that was showing that was underneath, was goopy. You know what I mean?
We love you too, H, and we're going to get that here in just a moment.
Yeah, we love you too.
But I'm going to tell you what, I think they should have just put Necro in there. Just let him walk around and play them all. Just like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Just Necro Cenobites everywhere, but it's like,
that would have been awesome.
The DOD, you're not going anywhere. You sit down.
Don't leave us.
You sit down, DOD, and you have a good time, buddy. Jeez. Going to bail on me, Man, making me feel bad, DOD. I love you.
Yeah. See, Brian Perry doesn't like the gender swap, but I did, and I think that I said why I liked the gender swap.
Pokemon.
So
Yeah.
nobody would have been happy with anybody other than Doug Bradley. So
yeah,
it was
because that's the kind of thing. Like that's the thing about the guy from Revelations. Now I remember Revelations when it came out. I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
but I remember that was the thing. Like that son of a bitch. Was like when they tried to put Jackie Earle Haley as Freddy. It didn't matter who the fuck it was. It could have been Tom Hanks as Pinhead or Freddy. It could have been Jesus could have came down from the heavens.
But it wasn't Doug Bradley. So.
He was going to get some shit.
Yeah.
So I mean that I do totally agree with the you had to do something drastically different.
Yeah, and as Degenerate says, in the book, the Hell Priest is genderless. And I feel like that's, it was something I was going to comment on. It's definitely a character that, there's so much about humanness that relies on your sexuality, your gender, your all these things, because it's like such a part of being a human. Right?
Well, I think that's why we needed Necro in there, dude. Yeah. He would have just.
But I feel like the Cenobites have like transcended that, right, on this journey that they're on, and so it never mattered that Pinhead was a man, right? Like that never mattered, right? Yeah. So it's like, why does it matter that now Pinhead's?
But I won't say that he wasn't like that the Hell Priest wasn't like genderless in the remake, because I definitely know some breast lumps that they threw in on the costume that was unnecessary. If I remember correctly.
No, it's one of the other Cenobites, because I remember looking.
It?
Yeah. And I remember
because I was looking.
I was like really into like the creature design this time, and I thought there was two the first time I saw it, but no, on rewatch.
Thank you, Pokemon. And for those of you, now that Pokemon mentions this, if you haven't, a link just dropped in the chat that says sign up for the official Talk Horror newsletter. And of course, you can access this link anytime by typing !newsletter in the chat. If you're not signed up for the Talk Horror newsletter, please do that, because JK, we just released our first newsletter this week. Mm-hmm. It will keep you up to date with all the latest Talk Horror happenings. You will get news within the world of horror. And JK himself is even writing a column on each newsletter. He's got a new one coming out next Monday.
JK is our featured writer.
JK is our featured writer. Yeah. This last one, it was an ode to Candyman himself, Mr. Tony Todd. So please, if you have not, sign up for the Talk Horror newsletter. And also, you know, we release a podcast episode every Monday. That is a great way to stay in the loop with that as well. Mm-hmm. And just all of the latest Talk Horror happenings as well, you know. Pinhead, I left a review on your latest episode of the podcast. Even in that. Folks, if you haven't, please, link is in the description below, the Linktree link. Click on that. Check out the new Talk Horror podcast. Leave a review and a rating. That helps tremendously. And, of course, you can always comment on episodes and everything like that. But please follow us on there, man. It's brand new. Would love all the support we can get on that.
Yeah. Brian Perry's watching them as videos. I'm glad you're enjoying them.
There you go.
Perry. That's great. That's great.
Now, I do want to get to H here because he's been saying, and this isn't the first comment we've gotten, suggesting Tom Hanniger from My Bloody Valentine. Love the idea. And Jensen Ackles is great. Now, of course, he's talking about the My Bloody Valentine remake.
Yep.
Dude, Jensen, yeah. Tom Hanniger, man. They tried to wipe him out, and of course he comes back at the end, and you find out, man, that he's not only brawn, he's a little bit of brains too. You know, he was able to pull off this shit, and you know, he gave Axel a little bit of a challenge there, man. And I'm going to tell you now, fucking Kerr Smith ain't going to beast on Jensen Ackles, dog.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to say.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jensen Ackles
at the end is please.
that man is shaped like a fucking 2x4. He has no ass on him. Like he is not winning a shovey battle with Jensen Ackles, man.
No.
That ain't happening, dude.
So good.
Plus, Jensen's got the hair, bro. I'm a little bit jealous. I'm gonna admit he's got the hair.
we like your shiny head.
You like my hair?
Yes.
Thank you.
Or lack thereof.
That's right. Pokemon's our hype man, baby. She's saying the Talk Horror podcast will knock your socks off.
Thank you, Pokemon.
Chewy, are you following the official Talk Horror podcast? Come on. I need your review in there. I need your follow. What are you doing? Get in there, brother.
What's up, Gory Tiger, if I haven't said hello yet?
Gory, I want you on the damn podcast too, Jack. Link is in the description below. Both of you need to hit that up. Follow us. Leave a review if you're... Chewy, that is no excuse. You know what? Get your boss on the horn, Chewy. I'm going to talk to him. There's no such thing.
Busy.
No such thing. Come on, Chewy. DJ saying his favorite underrated horror villain is Angela from the Sleepaway Camp franchise. She was very creative of her kills, and they were fun B/slasher. I'm with you.
Dude, her kills are incredibly creative.
Mm-hmm.
I can absolutely agree with that.
That's right.
What the hell is going on, Grassman?
Chewy, you're going to have to give me a fucking job if you people won't sign up for follow the podcast here. You're knocking me out of work.
I'm the captain
Chewy.
now.
I need people like a Chewy. I need you to be my cheerleader, buddy. I need you to be my Sherry Moon zombie. Get on stage in your little cheerleader outfit, no undergarments, and just, promote the podcast, bro.
Good Lord.
That's Chewy for you, buddy. He'll do it too. That's a man's man. Grass man, what's going on, baby? Where you been, homie? Brian Perry. Oh, he's talking that smack. Look at that. What do you think of that, JK? He's saying the Cowboys are going to dominate the Buccaneers. All right, now SJM is saying, as someone else has said before, the grabber from the black phone. I actually have a picture with the grabber from the black phone. And let's just put it this way, Anna. He ain't grabbing me. He ain't grabbing me, man. I towered over the grabber from the. But no, I do like the grabber from the black phone. I am looking. Ethan Hawke's a total badass.
Right, Ethan Hawke is an incredible actor.
Right.
It's interesting that he's kind of landed himself in the horror genre.
Yeah.
But I'll take it.
Yeah, it is, and he looks like he's like James. Old Necro, man. Any opportunity to take that shirt off, that son of a bitch. He was always topless in that movie.
Oh, in that movie. I was going to say.
Remember they played the Naughty Boy game?
Yeah, but that's unique to that role. I was going to say Ethan Hawke just doesn't take his shirt off in all his movies.
No, but the grabber does. No, I'm hoping, though, that the Black Phone 2 is good. And, yeah, the grabber is, hey.
Pokemon, are you talking about?
Reagan?
Move in the correct direction. That is a tiny little Reagan
from The Exorcist.
I think is glow in the dark.
And if you're talking about the blue ski, yeah, I think she is. And if you're talking about the blue thing below her on the shelf below, that is Chunky.
Chunky.
Look at Chunky. So there you go. All right, now let's have a look here, Anna.
What else have we got?
What else have we got here? Now we got the grabber. We gotta go. So Sammy Stokes here. Now Sammy Stokes is talking about a movie that I think more people need to see.
Oh yeah, it's really like I feel like we're the ones we bring that movie up a lot.
Yeah, Sammy Stokes here is talking about The Green Room, and he's saying Patrick Stewart, who was like the leader of this Nazi skinhead organization. So what it is it's a group of, it's a band that.
They're a punk band.
They're a punk band. They're a traveling punk band. They get hooked up to play this show. Sight unseen. They don't know what the hell's going on. They show up, and it turns out, man, this is like a skinhead bar / rally, like neo-Nazi type people. And they stumble upon a murder in the dressing room where all of their gear and shit is at. And then it becomes a fight for survival. It's like a what would you do kind of. It is so good. And yeah, Patrick Stewart, I'm telling you what, Sammy,
Sir Patrick Stewart, excuse me.
Ooh,
Sir Patrick Stewart.
He would I'm going to tell you, Anna, he would be a tricky one to get by because he conducts himself in such a fashion.
Yeah.
That is like, come on out, gentlemen. We will handle this like men. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, he's like, I cannot do that for you, gentlemen, but we can make this transition as smooth as possible to make sure no one else gets harmed. And it's like, oh shit, I want to believe this guy. Like he's being calm. He's very cool. He's collected. And then you find out ain't nobody leaving.
I mean, I feel
nobody's leaving.
I feel like if you haven't seen The Green Room and you need a recommendation, the only recommendation you need is the fact that Sir Patrick Stewart decided to do this film, right? Like, that's how good it is. He's incredible in it, and he's somebody like I love. And it was so weird to see him play somebody so scary.
It was so good. I'm telling you, man. The Green Room is so good. He is an underrated villain. I do think more people should check out The Green Room for sure. Now, let's see. Pokemon is asking real quick. She's saying, what is besides some of the names? It reminds me of the monster logo, kind of. So those are loyalty badges.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon. So beside of some of the people's names, you'll see a little graphic. You think it looks like the monster logo. Actually, it is a little T and an H for Talk Horror. Those are loyalty badges. Those are for members of the channel. They get special perks, and that is one of their perks. But it's pretty cool, huh? You should join Primetime Pokemon. Get in that membership circle, baby. Pinhead saying the Auditor was an underrated villain in his opinion from Hellraiser Judgment.
Yeah, he's great.
Totally, he was good. He was good. Now, of course, Anna, I'm going to bring up another one here that I don't think a lot of people are going to touch on, but I think we got to get to it. A lot of people, when they think of Freddy Krueger, they think of Robert Englund.
Right.
But I think an underrated villain is what was under Freddy Krueger, one of the souls trapped within him, which Freddy Krueger has incorporated into his dominion, and I think that is Linnea Quigley's breasts in Nightmare on Elm Street 4. I think those are very underrated villains of the genre right there. Plus, she does use those in Night of the Demons to seduce some of the men. So I think Linnea Quigley's breasts and other parts are some very underrated villains in horror.
Yeah. But speaking of Necro's beautiful woman, Missy JoJo, we were just showing off
JoJo, there we go,
the
baby.
book you guys sent us.
Yeah.
We miss you too.
Yeah.
We're talking about underrated horror villains tonight. What villains do you love, Missy JoJo?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I want to tell you what, Pokemon, when you and JK finally tie the knot, maybe you guys can share a Talk Horror membership.
Who? What?
Pokemon and JK when they make
when
it
they
official.
officially tie the knot.
Yeah, because she's going to capture him. She's going to be like the grabber. She's going to grab that man and not let go. So Brian Perry's asking, how about Cemetery Man? Good old Delamorte Delamore, Anna. With Nagi in the cemetery, the dead come back to life.
Yeah. I feel like I've only seen the movie once, so I'm reaching back. But I feel like I came away from that movie feeling like the woman was the villain.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Am
there you
I?
go.
am I remembering that correctly? I remember being so mad at her.
Mizzy JoJo saying Freddy Krueger.
Freddy
Sleepy
Krueger.
dude.
The sleepy dude.
The sleepy dude.
Most epic. One of the most epic villains of all time.
Ooh, 13 Ghosts. That's a good one. Actually, if you look, Missy, I have the key to the house from 13 Ghosts right there on the bookshelf. That's an actual key.
It's a really good one.
We'll open that home. You don't want to mess with that. You don't want to mess
She
with
said they're doing a TV series soon.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I feel like that would make a really good TV
Right.
series, right?
Pokemon.
We'll keep our fingers crossed for it being good.
JK likes everybody. JK puts out the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Put out the vibe, JK. Look at that. So here we go. Now, D-Gen is saying Pamela Voorhees is an underrated villain. I agree. I completely agree with that because number one, and we were just talking about this yesterday, tons of people forget Pamela Voorhees was even a thing.
Right? The casual, obviously horror fans all know. But the casual viewer, right? The people who just kind of know about Jason Voorhees and the Friday the 13th movies just assume he's the killer in the first movie. They have no idea.
so much so that it even became the thing in Scream that got Casey Becker killed. And also, Anna said she was just reading a book the other day where the novelist referenced the original Friday the 13th specifically, and then went on to say Jason Voorhees was the killer and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, a lot of people forget, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I was super disappointed.
But Pamela Voorhees, man, she took out a whole camp full of
young people.
Of young people,
This is like
man.
a
She's getting it
middle-aged
in.
woman just killing all these 20-year-olds.
Well, I'm Mrs.
Like
Voorhees,
nothing.
an old friend of the Christies.
Yeah.
Right? And then Zimzam saying Roy Burns from Friday the 13th Part 5 is underrated. Let me tell you something, dude. Roy Burns is a lucky son of a bitch is what he is, because my boy Mark Venerini, old Vic, couldn't keep his temper under control. And he didn't catch them Venerini hands, buddy.
He didn't have to fight.
So Roy Burns, no.
Yeah, he didn't have to fight Venerini.
He's lucky. Lucky. Grassman bringing up a good one here. You know, he says, what about the dogs from Cujo and Man's Best Friend? So Man's Best Friend, now that's a great one. You know, everybody knows Cujo and everybody's like, damn, dude, that would suck. Man's Best Friend, Max.
It's a St. Bernard, right?
It's like a St. Bernard, but mixed with a bunch of shit. So like,
No, I'm saying the dog that plays him is a St. Bernard.
Yeah, big old fluffy, but he kind of looks like a St. Bernard mixed with a Rottweiler in a way, like he's that collar. Like the
then
black
maybe I'm
and brown.
thinking about a different movie then.
Cujo's a straight up St. Bernard.
Okay, maybe that. I just have them crossed in my head. I thought.
But Man's Best
black
Friend,
and
I mean,
brown
he's
dog.
as big
I
as
did.
a
I
St.
had the
Bernard,
dogs
but he looks like,
crossed.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Man's Best Friend, Max, dude. So he's like a science experiment, courtesy of Lance Henriksen.
He's always popping
Who
up,
makes us
being
like,
a
dude,
son of a bitch.
he gives that son of a bitch like acid pee, like acid urine. He has the strength of a bear. He can climb a tree like a freaking cheetah.
Yeah.
Like Max is a damn monster, son.
But he wants to be a good boy.
Right?
Poor Max.
Damn, look at this. Oh, Pokemon's putting out the vibe, JK. Look at this. JK, you better be careful, buddy. Better be careful. So, you know, yeah. I mean, I can totally, I'm totally down with that, Grassman. Of course.
Dogs are always like terrifying when they are used that way in film. You know what I mean? 'Cause I think there's just something so like if you hear dogs fighting like in person, like that sound is so like it raises the hairs on your neck, and it just scary.
Yeah, I think but I think Grassman threw that out as a little bit of a curveball. You know, he's trying to get us off topic. I think what he really means to say is that arachnophobia is his greatest
because it is
underrated villain, because Grassman wrecked his vehicle last year.
I would too.
Due to a Spidey.
It's terrible.
Right?
They're terrible. Spiders are terrible.
I killed one today.
And then he said it popped when he
killed
it.
Yeah, totally. What was that like, Pokemon? Pokemon had to break up a dog fight before. What was that like?
I wouldn't do it without a hose. You know what I mean?
Oh, look at this. Grassman's full of shit. Look at this. Dude, the dentist. Yeah, JK. Oh, my God. Could you imagine having to deal with that? That Psycho, The Decay.
That movie was so weird. And that dentist was so pervy. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, that dentist, I mean, that would have been an arousing movie had it just been in another genre, Anna. You know what I'm saying? The dentist encompasses so much. DJing, back to his Pamela Voorhees comment, is saying that he believes she was scarier than Jason because she was a crazy woman. She'd gone psycho after her son drowned and became obsessed he was still alive and lost touch with reality. Yeah, it's a little more realistic.
Yeah. I think that's what makes her so scary, right? It's that touch of realism. I mean, obviously, the creative kills, and she takes out an entire camp full of, 20-year-olds like by herself. It's, that part of it is stretched, but the realism that like this is the type of person who's going to go seeking revenge, or it's so much scarier, right? Than the the unkillable hulking beast. Like, okay.
Yeah, and of course you have, I included Frank Zito from Maniac in the thumbnail. I think he's underrated. I think that, it's one of those movies where you feel really bad for the antagonist, but also he's the antagonist.
Right, and I feel like it's very similar to Peeping Tom.
Yeah. There's layers to Frank because he wants the love. He wants to be able to be that person, and then you see how that goes for him when he tries. It's like, and he doesn't. I mean, there's no way he can even predict when things are going to go awry for himself and for the others around him. So,
yeah.
Frank, I think, is an underrated villain. I think you have the Tall Man. I think, unfortunately, he doesn't get the recognition he deserves. Hell, Candyman, most definitely. The original Candyman is so good.
Yeah. I feel
so good.
Like he lost some of that juice, right? When they kind of, in the sequels, they kind of turn him almost into a slasher, but the first movie is so effective and it's so scary. And he's so great. He's so good. Yeah, Tony Todd was amazing.
Another one we talked about was Valak from John Carpenter's Vampires. He is one of the coolest vampires ever. But man, when he awakens and shows up at that party where all the vampire slayers are, he wipes them out.
Oh yeah.
Hard.
Like no problem. He just cuts through them. Like butter.
Yeah. Valak is a badass, dude. Such a badass. And then another one I think that a lot of people forget about too is Jerry Dandridge's henchman in Fright Night.
Yeah.
Who was like this weird, not a vampire himself, but like a damn ghoulish.
What was his name?
Creature. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either. But yeah, the henchman. And he was a ghoul.
Right?
Gross.
Like, what in the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see here.
Missy Jojo wants to know if we have seen Sushi Girl with Tony Todd. I haven't. Have you?
No.
Huh. No. Is it good? Should we see it?
Any good? Is it scary?
Is it scary?
Yeah. Grassman, Billy Zane's Demon in Demon Night.
He's hysterical.
Podunk, well then, and there, motherfuckers! I love that movie, dude. I love that movie so much. Billy Zane's great.
I think Billy Zane is just underrated in general, right?
Yeah.
Like, why? I would love to know. You know, sometimes there are a lot of actors and actresses that I really appreciate that didn't get as much work as I think they were capable of, and I would love to know why, like how that works, what happened, like why didn't Billy Zane show up in more stuff? You know what I mean? Like where, why?
I don't know, because he was good.
Happened?
He was good, man. He was good. Maybe he's a dick or something. Who knows?
Maybe.
You know, who knows, man.
Missy Jojo says it has Mark Hamill in it and is really gory.
Yeah, there we go, baby. We can watch that. We can definitely watch that.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to pay homage to good old Tony. We need to go watch Bloodlines this weekend for sure.
Yeah, we do. We need to.
We absolutely do. Sneak in some of them new stacks Missy Jojo sent me.
There you go. Perfect.
Fuchits says Judge Doom.
Yes.
Dude, I ain't seen that since I was a kid. I need to watch that.
Yeah.
I remember he gets flattened by
played by
is it Doc Brown?
I'm having a moment by Doc Brown. Yeah.
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd.
There you go.
Brilliant. And it's, you know, he was a cartoon all along. It's just, yeah, he's amazing. And that final sequence is so traumatizing.
Yeah. Oh, we gonna check it. We gonna check it, Fuka. Sushi Girl was cool. It's on Tubi. There we go.
Sweet. Perfect.
Pokemon. Have y'all seen the show Bitten? I have not.
No, is it good? Do you recommend?
Zimzam, I'm 100% with you. John Ryder from The Hitcher.
I had the exact same thought right before we started. I was like, oh, yeah. Rutger Hauer in The Hitcher.
Good. He is so good. So good. Such a great film.
Yeah.
Great film. Does not get the recognition it deserves whatsoever. Chrome Skull. Yeah, there you go, DJ. And Chrome Skull had it going, bro. Chrome Skull was not playing around. Chrome Skull he got violent with it, bro. Damn right, BP.
That's true.
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
We're going to go check it out, JK. We are absolutely going to go check that out this weekend. No questions asked. No questions asked, baby.
Yeah, right. I feel like all you need from the Final Destination films is for it to be a good time. Right? Like that.
Grass, man, get the hell out of here, laddie. Dude, they shoved his ass into a corner and he's gone. The hell are you talking about, man? Grass, man, he's with Pokemon over there. They've been token.
Just find children terrifying.
Oh my god. The Attack of Eddie Munster. Oh my god, dude. Tomorrow we have the members only stream, Horror Fam.
We do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're not a member of the channel, Horror Fam, make sure.
Where did May go?
Make sure you hit that join button. Membership started at $1.99. That gets you in there. It is going to be a freaking blast. Let me tell you something, Anna. You know what?
It always is.
It's going to be a freaking blast.
Yeah. The members only streams are always so fun.
And of course, 8 p.m. Eastern, baby.
Grassman wants to know what
Grassman,
it's going to be.
We can't spoil it, laddie.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise, laddie.
It's
a stream dedicated to Laddie from the Lost Boys. Dude, JK, some of those death scenes in Final Destination Bloodlines were brutal.
Perfect. Yay.
Oh, man.
That's what makes them cathartic, right?
Right. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Pinhead with the Paul Rubin. Ooh,
yes.
ooh, ooh, ah, ee, ooh. Oh man. That's right, BP. Your birthday, we're going to lock it in.
Perfect.
We're going to
here
lock it
for
in,
it.
BP. We're going to get you a cake that's hollow so that way I can fit me inside of it and just pop out. Grassman wants to do Hollywood squares.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, we could. This might be my last stream with StreamYard, so we may take some guests on tomorrow. You never know.
that's a
I
good
can't
idea.
say anything. I can't say anything, Grassman. Laddie. It's a dedicated stream to Laddie from the Lost Boys.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise.
We're gonna go through all the Laddie lore. Like, when did he go missing? Who was Laddie's parents? Where was he from?
Oh, that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night, guys. Be
That's
there
right.
or be a Hollywood Square.
That's right. We're gonna lock it in, baby. D-Gen's gonna be there. Look at him. D-Gen's ready to lock it down.
That's right.
Break it down. Doo, doo, doo.
I feel like we missed a comment from JK that he actually took the time to write like a big one. We missed it up there.
I saw that, man, during a screening of Final Destination Bloodlines in Argentina. The theater roof collapsed on people.
Thank God she was okay, but how Final Destination of that? That was so weird.
JK, that's actually why I don't have my earrings in anymore, man. I had to go do an MRI and they made me take them out. And I just
haven't bothered to put them back in
haven't even
yet.
put them back in yet. Ain't that a B word, JK? PG-13 stream, man. We got to be careful. Grassman's here now.
We don't do that. Oh, Grassman's here. We have to watch our mouths.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's the one who's getting censored all the time.
I know. That's okay.
It's okay, Brian Perry.
That's okay,
we love
Brian
you anyway.
Perry.
We know you love us. It's okay.
Just ask Grassman over and over to gift you a membership. He'll do it. He's like the Santa Claus.
I wish you could choose who you gifted memberships to. It'd be rad.
Me too. I would immediately gift one to JK.
Yeah.
I'd give him double membership stat. He'd be like double champ.
Double.
He'd be like double champ, dude. Have two belts, one on each shoulder. F-Wood has every opinion. That's true.
We bet you do.
Yeah, he's like D. Snyder in Strangeland.
He's got piercings on his toes.
Yeah, he does. Man, no doubt, D-Gen. Yeah, dude. That or people with orange hair. You got to watch for that shit, dude.
What?
Yeah, like that damn Colorado theater shooter.
I had no idea that was an orange hair thing.
Oh, that son of a bitch came in. He had like Kool-Aid looking hair. Like,
I didn't know that.
really? You don't remember how that?
No, but I had a cousin. I know she may still not go to the movie theater, but I know for sure she didn't go to the theater for years after that.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
one of my cousins, not the one you're thinking of.
I couldn't imagine, man.
I know. What up, Delta Kilo?
I only go to the theater with Delta Kilo now because I know he's gonna bring the goods. Somebody acts rowdy in there, he's got them. Whoa!
He's like, I'm good. I've got the
Right.
membership. Well, that's why Steven was saying a double membership. If he could double your membership, you would.
Yeah, I would, baby. I would double. I'd give you double champ status, JK. That's right, baby. I would. Hell yeah, I would.
Grassman's gonna go play with fire again. I
Oh
thought
my
we had
God.
all come to the conclusion that that's a bad idea, Grassman.
Lucky bastard. I'd kill for a fucking steak right now.
It's also
Oh.
true. But really, let's stay focused here. We're concerned that Grassman is playing with fire
Oh,
again.
God, Grassman, don't do that. We just show up to his cookout and Grassman's just laying on the grill himself. Just, howdy. He's like the Urkel of the horror fam.
And that's the third time Grassman lit himself on fire.
He's like, what is it, Fire Marshal Bill?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, my God.
Well, just call me Mr. Butterfingers.
Brian Perry, the MRI went very good. They found the twin that I consumed while I was in the womb. Mm-hmm. So I am thriving, bro.
Yeah, there's two of him. I knew it all along.
Yes. Oh, Delta, bro. Come on, Delta, go to the Piggly Wiggly. Go ahead and fire one up for us, bro. Come on, man. Oh, my goodness, dude. Yeah, there you go, Zim Zam.
Let me show you something.
That's Grassman, dude. He has almost died how many times now, Anna? He fell through the ice. He wrecked his truck because of a Spidey. You know.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, Misty JoJo says, speaking of fire, the original Firestarter villain is an underrated villain. That's true.
Oh my God, yeah, that son of a bitch.
Is true. That son of a bitch. That is totally true.
Hey, you find out how fucking wackadoo he is, man.
And he's so bad, right? Just bad to the bone. Ugh.
I mean, he even wears an eye patch. We know from let me tell you something. If they're wearing an eye patch and they're not immediately sexy, they're a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? You only two people wear eye patches. It's either going to be someone who is extremely sexy and cool, or somebody who's a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? George C. Scott falls into the latter category. You know, you have Snake Plissken.
Two extremes.
You know.
You're either really cool or really bad.
or Wolf from Living in Oblivion. Remember he wanted to wear the eye patch. It made him look cool. You know, yeah, Missy, there you go. Pirates.
We
watched Black Sails. Captain Vane was getting it in continuously the whole show.
Dude, Captain Vane never wore an eye patch, but he was a badass.
He didn't, but he thought he had one. He kept one in a drawer just in case.
I remember, like, when we started, I had already seen the series all the way through before I showed it to Steven. And when we started it, he was like, what's up with this guy? I'm like, give it a minute.
Oh, Captain Vane's my favorite, dude. Like,
the coolest fucking character. Like,
yeah, I love him.
Ever.
I love him, dog. Delta, we love you, brother. We love you, dog.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, you big, sexy hunk of a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, JK, and then when he's explaining what he's going to do to Charlie.
Oh.
I'm going to look into her eyes and consume her power. And with a swift
so scary
karate chop to the bridge of the nose.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Brian Perry. Two Stevens would be one Steven too many.
That's right.
JK says the Hag in Curtains is underrated.
Yes.
I would agree with that. The Hag is cool. The Hag is super cool.
Dude, Grassman, if you've ever watched 2001 Maniacs with Robert Englund, Giuseppe Andrews, Travis Tritt, that was actually filmed in F. Wood's hometown. That's actually filmed in F. Wood's hometown. That's a fun movie, though. It's a really fun movie. I'm trying to think of who else was in that thing. Eli Roth makes a...
That's right. That's funny. Yeah. But has anybody else seen Black Sails? Are we it? I mean, I know Necro and Missy JoJo have, but
we are the
I never hear anybody talk about it.
Oh my God, it was so good.
So fucking good.
So good. Oh.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, man. 10 out of 10. Speaking of which, next week, Horror Fam, on the podcast. So make sure every single one of you, please, link is in the description below. Please follow our podcast. We would really appreciate it. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. So I'm telling you what, man, we're hooking you up with the best of both worlds. But let me tell you something.
Be there or be square.
Next Monday, our podcast comes out with the makers of Screamboat.
Yes.
And dude, they were fun as hell.
Dude. They were fantastic.
It is a great show.
Yeah.
So please, if you're not following the podcast, do yourself a favor.
Do yourself a favor.
And follow up, baby, because you won't want to miss. We get into the shiznit.
Yep.
And Screamboat actually really was fun. You should check it out.
It was really fun. Okay, Pinhead has seen Black Sails, thinks it's awesome. JK has been meaning to watch it. Stop wasting your time on watching anything else. Mm-hmm. That's how good it is.
Dude, it has something for everybody in that movie, man. In that show.
Yeah.
It is, and I'm not even like a pirate guy.
No.
I even told you that before we watched it. I was like,
it took me like 2, maybe 3 years to get Steven to agree to watch it because he doesn't like pirates. Like, he's like, pirates are so lame. I'm like, why do people like pirates? I'm like, can watch the show. And the cool thing about it is it's a blend of historical figures, so real pirates that existed, and the pirates created by Robert Louis Stevenson in Treasure Island. So it is a Treasure Island prequel.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so fucking good.
It's so good. Oh my God. Yeah. Pinhead saying he hates pirates and he loved that show to death.
Yeah. Yes. Right?
Dude.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. And it is Stars, because that's the production company who put it out, was Stars. At their best, man. You're going to get a shit ton of action. You're going to get a shit ton of some spicy entertainment. You're going to get an incredible story. Absolutely incredible. So, yeah. JK, we can't talk. Blade's cool, but Jester's even better, bro.
I haven't seen Puppet Master.
Oh. Brian Perry, I apparently should.
They're really fun. Well, I haven't seen them all, so I can't comment on all of them. But
I think it shocks people that I haven't seen like Pirates of the Caribbean. I haven't seen Harry Potter. I didn't watch Star Wars.
Yeah,
like Anna.
I had to show him the Star Wars films. I had to show him the Marvel films. Like, he doesn't do the big franchises. I don't know why.
Yeah. Grassman, bro. Hey,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love those guys.
Grassman, man. Hey. You need to go watch Grumpy Old Men and settle it down, bro.
That movie's so great.
Dude, we have a Christmas playlist that we'll start listening to once it starts snowing here. I mean, come on, let's be honest. And yeah, we have the Muppets. What is that? Like the 12 Days of Christmas?
12 Days of Christmas. They're doing it with John Denver.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Yeah, so, we're not afraid to get jiggy with the Muppets. Woo-doo-doo-doo-doo. There we go, baby. There we go.
Can you scroll up a little bit? Because I feel like we missed. Oh.
What'd you miss? What'd you miss, Anna?
Well, that's what I'm just checking to see.
Anna's going crazy, guys. She's off.
Crazy. We're in a lull. So I'm just making sure. The creepy little thing in Willow. Okay, that's not. Okay. Oh, okay. Necro says the witches from the original Suspiria.
Ooh.
Yes.
Anna's a big fan of that.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah. I need to watch that again.
They're super dark and evil.
Yeah, I need to watch that again really bad. Really bad. Now, Dunwich here. Norman Bates is underrated. Sure, Psycho is a famous classic, but the sequels are underrated, and Norman Bates is easily one of the most interesting horror villains because of the sequels. Sequels are good.
I haven't done the sequels.
The sequels are good.
Are they?
The fourth one gets weird.
Okay.
But it is a prequel. So you may be into that.
I like prequels.
But yeah, the sequels are good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Buddy Ripperton from Christine. Yes. Any bully who's willing to just walk up and grab you in the penis, or his gang members, like, dude, holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, these are people you probably shouldn't mess with. Their evil knows no bounds, bro.
That's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pinwood says the Mother of Tears is brutal as well. Yes. Like, if I remember correctly, very brutal. I think Missy JoJo had to turn that one off.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. All right, horror fam. I'm going to have to get off here because I am starving. But tomorrow, remember, we do have the members only stream. So if you are a member, you are more than welcome to come to that. It will be at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you're not a member, $1.99. That is the lowest tier membership we offer. Even that will get you through the door, baby.
It's true.
So don't be shy. But we're going to have to go hit it up. Like to thank every single one of y'all for coming in tonight. And remember, follow the podcast, sign up for the newsletter. Hey, I'm giving you all the talk horror you could ever want, baby.
Right? And all the JK you could want.
Right.
So that's what we really want the newsletter for, is so that you get to read what JK has to say.
There you go. What JK has to say.
Thanks, Pokemon.
Yeah, look, there you go. Yeah. All right, my friends. Until next time, look horror,
Listen horror.
talk horror, my friends.
Night, everybody.
Mwah! We love every single one of you. We'll see you all tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, baby.
Bye.
Bye.